Hey everybody, we're starting out our day a little bit late today. We're loaded up in the golf cart, actually about to head over to a friend of ours who owns a farm about a mile or two down the road to go check on a goat. We were over late in the evening last night and we were riding through the field, and I happened to look over and I said, oh look Stacy, that goat's about to give birth. And then we continued on, and when we came back up, she was no longer there. She was walking back up through the pasture, and Stacy...
I looked over and I said, oh, look, she has a baby. The baby's hanging out of her. Well, unfortunately, the baby was stuck.
The baby was stuck and no longer alive, sadly. Stacy had to assist the mother goat in giving birth to the kid. And she actually saved the mother goat, which I'm very proud of her for doing. That was awesome.
I have no experience with farm animals.
You did great.
Until now.
You did great. You did amazing. I was so surprised.
Yeah, me too.
I'm proud of you. So now we're gonna go check on her because I believe she had another kid in her that she hadn't given birth to. So we're gonna go see, and hopefully she's got a new baby walking around on the ground. We'll see. We made it out to our friend's house, and now we're in the pasture goat hunting.
Yeah, trying to see if we can find her, but it's kind of a lot to hunt for out in here. There's something right there, but I don't think that's her.
As sunny a day as it is, they might be off hiding in the shade somewhere.
We'll find her. Well, we found the goats. Now we got to figure out where she is at, because
she's got spots, I know that.
I don't see her at all in them. So she must be off by herself somewhere.
Huh. See if we can see the babies.
Yeah, look at the little babies, they're so cute. All right, so I bet she's off laying down by herself because, I don't know, maybe she's going to have her baby today, or maybe she's already had one. Look at all of them, they're so cute.
Those babies are so stinking cute.
And tiny.
Look at them.
Aww. Oh, that's her right there, the Weird Walk.
Yep,
Found her.
There she is.
Aww. Okay, never mind. Stand corrected. She is still here. And she is walking around.
Well, you think she's still got a baby in there? Or?
I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it. You can tell a bunch of them do. Hello, doggo.
Dude, no free rides. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I bet she does still have one in her from as huge as she is and how she's walking. Dang. We just found the goat. Again, I wanted to come back and check on her. It looked like she was just laying down a second ago, and then she stood up and then started to actively strain. So I'm wondering if she might be possibly going back into labor. And hopefully there's no more issues with the next one that she tries to have.
Kane.
Yeah.
Empty your backpack.
Fine.
This is what mornings are like around here. It's a whole loaf of bread, a bunch of rolls, and a bunch of rolls. Now what are you doing with all these?
Selling them.
You're selling them?
Except for probably this one.
This is for you?
Probably.
And you're gonna sell these at school, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, this is a whole loaf of bread that Stacy made yesterday. Look at that thing. It is like beautifully perfect. Yeah. Honey, what is this? What would you call it?
It's white.
White bread? Just white bread?
Yeah, it's got sourdough discard in it.
Sourdough discard.
Sourdough discard
White bread. Beautiful. Kane and Aaron are their mother's dirty little bread peddlers, and they have their friends at school all hooked on this stuff, don't you?
But Aaron has not sold any yet. I sold my first batch right here for 5 yesterday.
Nice. Good job, man. Well, get that back in your backpack. The bus will be here soon. All the pups are having their breakfast this morning. Mila, Petra, Remy, Wesley. Make sure and clean that up after you're done. Later we'll go ahead and run the kids to the end of the drive for the bus. Got your bread?
Uh-huh.
Nice. There they go, Petty. Shall we go make sure nothing is amiss on the homestead? What a beautiful morning down at the pond. Quite a bit of vegetation growing up around the pond there. And even in the middle, all over the place. So Aaron has a few of his buddies coming home with him after school today, and their plan is to camp down here. So I think what we'll do whenever it dries up is we'll grab the mower and we'll cut the grass and weed eat and stuff like that. Petra, where are you going? Where are you going, Petra? Come on, let's go. Get your butt back on the cart before you get into some trouble. Let's go. I can't recall if we've ever shown the other pond on the property, so we'll go do that right now. See if there's any ducks on it or anything. This is really the only bit of pasture that we have that the mesquites haven't fully taken over, and it's definitely encroaching. Came out here a few months ago and cut everything that was able to be cut back with the mower, so we got some grass growing in here. Cruise right through here and go check out this other pond real quick. I haven't been down here in a while. Not even sure if there's any fish in here, to be honest. Well, Stacy's caught a few mudcat, but that's been about it out of this one. Not sure if there's much else. We've heard some pretty big stuff splashing around in there, but that's about it. I guess this is kind of like another pasture back here. This is actually the pipeline easement, and they take care of mowing all this down. This was pretty encumbered by mesquite trees because they hadn't done anything with it for quite some time, but when we took over the place, we had them come out and chop it all down, and it looks pretty good. Heading back towards the back portion of the property, which I know you guys haven't seen yet. Here is the third little pond, more of a mud hole really than anything. I think when it dries up this summer, the plan is to come down here and excavate some more dirt for some projects we have up around the house where we need a little bit of fill dirt. At this point, we're approaching the back fence line, and we have this little trail that we put in so we can ride alongside the fence line. I think before we get cows or anything like that, we'll have to come, and it's not in the worst shape, but it does need probably another strand of barbed wire across the top. But yeah, this is the back most part of the property. There's another stand of timber back here, and this is usually where you see the turkey and the deer. Oh, Petra, where are you going? You want to run or what? See you, Petra. What are you doing? You gonna walk or you gonna ride? Okay. Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. No more side quests, Petra. And the property that borders us to the rear is 200 acres of landlocked land. So there's no houses back there, no utilities, no anything. So we see a lot of wildlife back here in this area. I don't know if you can hear or not, but there's some geese flying overhead. Probably looking for a pond to take a break in. We got to run to town to go run some errands, and then hopefully when we get back, we'll be able to mow. We're back from our outing, and I don't have a whole lot of time, so I've got my long sleeve shirt to keep the grass off me. I'm gonna get down there and go mow by the pond before them boys get here. Down here mowing up by the pond, Stacy decided to come down and see if she could catch her a fish.
Try.
We'll see. Pond's looking pretty murky now. A lot of moss or whatever that is growing up in the middle of it. Need to do some research. Maybe we can get some algicide or something. I'm not sure. Well, that's the pond all mowed up. We got it looking pretty good down here. Stacy's gonna hitch a ride with us. We're gonna get on back up to the house. Probably go grab a picnic table and maybe a fire pit for these guys down here, I think is the plan. Yeah?
Yeah, probably so. I think they would really enjoy that and have fun, and they would have somewhere to sit and enjoy hanging out underneath the tree while it's daylight.
You mean to tell me you didn't catch anything on that stick?
I tried. Believe me, I tried as hard as I could. That tree won.
Well, the boys will be here in about 10 minutes or so. Aaron's supposed to have kids riding the bus home with him, so we're running out of time just a little bit. We got it mowed down over there. We got the picnic table loaded up. Now we're gonna grab them a bag of charcoal, which, check this out. That's a lot of charcoal. And we're gonna throw them in a little grill and get them set up down there, and I think we'll be done.
There goes Adam. I believe he is grabbing the little grill. Here comes Adam, walking back with the little fire pit that the boys can enjoy them some hot dogs on and fire.
The grill. The rest of this is on the other side, so we'll stop over there and grab that. Got it all set up. Picnic table, little grill, charcoal. We're down here at the pond, checking on it after Aaron had his little camping trip with his buddies. He had, how many of them down here?
He started out with 5 friends, 1 left, so 4. 4 of his friends were out here, yeah.
And they had a pretty good time. They got all the tents set up. There's still a couple that needs to be pulled down. And they picked up all of the trash and all that good stuff. It's pretty cool. They had a nice little setup down here, didn't they?
Yeah, amazing.
We're gonna finish grabbing some of this stuff down here, particularly my fishing poles that I let them borrow. And then I've got a pretty big chore that I need to take care of back at the house. I'm excited to do it. This is gonna be good, and it's a long time coming. Everybody's got that one room in their house that they're ashamed of, that they don't want to show anybody. When guests come over, they close the door. I'm about to show you mine. And it's pretty bad because up until the point we realized we were moving, we didn't have much time to actually move. So, well, I'll just show it to you. This is what we got going on. This is kind of the office room and all of the junk overflow. So we're going to be working on organizing this today. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on it because I just know it's going to take a bunch of hours. So let's get to organizing. We're going to list some stuff on Marketplace and get this under control because it's pretty bad.
Turn it around, Dad.
What does the instructions say if it should alternate or be the same way?
It doesn't say either. Here, it's good back.
So this is going to be phase 1 of getting all this stuff done. Is we need a shelf. So the idea is we bought a shelf. This is actually on sale at the big home improvement store. And we should be able to fit 12 of the black and yellow totes on them.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
That's the idea. That's what we're going to start.
Hold on to it, Dad. No, I got it.
This particular shelf system will have like 4 tiers on it. And we should be able to put up to 10,000 pounds on here is what they advertise. Good job, Kane. One more side to go.
We good?
That's for the take cover.
What a mess.
It's actually not that bad. It's supposed to be no tool assembly, so we just put it on there. So we have the first layer done. We're going to set the totes on there to determine our spacing. Well, me and Kane are hard work at that. This is what Stacy's doing in here, playing with a cardboard box like a dang toddler.
Why not? It's fun. Messing with the dogs too.
You fit in it pretty good?
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfectly.
It'll save me a couple $1,000s here in a couple of years.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's got to get worse before it gets better. Kane's in here working on all of the video game stuff right now. You doing okay, bud? Having fun?
No. Yeah. I get a vinyl, so it's worth it.
Yeah, Kane's payment for sorting all the game stuff is a record that he's been wanting. So we have a good deal worked out. Well, we made a ton of progress here. Still not done. Got a lot more to do, but it is a lot better. We ended up going with 2 separate shelves. Like I said, these were on sale like half off, so we went ahead and grabbed 2 of those, and it does look a lot better. Still some room for improvement, but I am happy with the progress. We're gonna put a hold on this, and I'm gonna go grab Stacy, and we're gonna go do some fishing. You wanna go fishing?
Sure, why not?
Stacy's
right,
cool.
I forgot I broke it. That's right, it was
And
just
tied a stick to it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I forgot.
All right, let's hop on the cart and go do some fishing. We gotta go by the dumpster first. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the homestead. We are all getting ready to head down in the back to go do some work. We got a new tool on the property, a new piece of equipment. I've had a bit of a chance to experiment with it and kind of get used to it and figure out how it works and everything. These guys haven't really messed with it that much. So we're getting ready to go down right now and go check it out. I think this is going to be something that is crucially important to getting the land cleared out here. And I really feel like it's probably one of the missing pieces to the puzzle. And it's gonna help us progress very quickly getting stuff done out here.
Let's go have some fun then and check it out.
Kane, you ready?
Sure.
How about you?
I'm very excited to do it.
We have the golf cart loaded down with the essentials. We have our 12-volt compressor, refrigerator slash cooler slash freezer hooked up to the inverter on our golf cart. So we'll have some good cold drinks down there. We got some bar oil. We got some Ryobi batteries that we're gonna keep charged. We gotta head across to the other side of the property and go grab a couple of other things that we're gonna need, and we're gonna get started. We gotta hurry up and catch up to Aaron. He's taking the lawnmower down to the back, but I did not inform him he needs to hook the trailer up first, so we have to get to him before he takes off. We're gonna take the little trailer down. Okay. Okay, you're good. You want to ride on the trailer? Or are you going to stay up here with us, Kane?
Now we're gonna stay up here. Actually, I'll run down.
Pick your feet up. Pick your feet up. This is our new wood chipper, much like our smaller one that we have that you've seen in previous videos. This one is a bigger version of that. It's a commercial version of that. And it will do all the way up to, I believe, a 7-inch log. So that'll have us covered from everything from like leaves and stuff like that, saplings, all the way up to firewood. So if it's something that's too big for this chipper, it's going to be used for firewood anyway. So that should cover everything that we're going to need to take care of down here while we're clearing out the land. And this is going to save us a lot of time, because one of the things that takes the most amount of time is cutting the trees down and then having to haul them all the way up to the top to the burn pile. And I didn't like the idea of having a bunch of different piles on the property. So this will be pretty cool. I've used it just a little bit. These guys have not. We're gonna get this fired up here in just a second, and we're gonna show you what it'll do. Fueling up the old chipper before we get started. I do also want to add that this is not a sponsorship thing. We're not being paid to show this to you guys. We purchased this with our own money, our own credit actually. We didn't plan on getting this, but Home Depot did the whole 3 years no interest thing, and we said, what the heck, why not? So just a little disclaimer. Okay, so the goal right now is going to be to get rid of that little pile over there that we created when we knocked down a bunch of the trees from around the pond. I got the chainsaw down here that I plan on using. I also brought the old reciprocating saw with the pruning blade on it so that you guys can use it for chopping up stuff. Should be pretty good. We'll see how that goes. So here's yours. Here's yours. Wait. Here's yours. Hey! Let's see if I can hit Kane with these. Nice. All right, some of these are going to be too long to get out. We got the Sawzall here. You can chop it up into smaller pieces if you need to. When you put stuff in here, be careful, because if it goes in at an angle like this, the machine has a tendency to slap it down like that, and it'll hit you in the head. Okay, so let's get rolling. We're also going to design something a little bit better in the future for catching the mulch, but we're going to try the trailer just sitting there for now. All right, Aaron, go ahead and fire that thing up. Boom, 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 boom. I got you back, bro. up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Well, we got a full trailer full of mulch pretty quick. That was pretty fun, wasn't it?
It was an absolute blast.
It's a fun chipper, right?
Yeah.
Yes, very fun.
Kane, what'd you think about it?
I put a huge stick in there.
A whole tree. It eats whole trees. It's crazy. This stuff here has been sitting a little longer than the other part of the pile, and the grass is holding it down, so I'm gonna get Kane to take me up to the top to go grab the tractor so we can dislodge this from the grass, and we'll get that stuff chipped up too. Thirsty?
Yes.
Cold water?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait. That one may be a little colder. I'll trade you. It hasn't been running for that long. Okay, be right back. It's looking pretty good down here now. I put a fresh mow on it. Looks pretty nice. Stacy and the kids and Petra just got back. They went up to the house to grab some supplies. We're actually about to do lunch down here by the pond. Stacy's hooking into the golf cart for electricity. That's gonna power the old pit boss that somebody threw away on the side of the road because they didn't want to clean it, Kane. Can you believe that?
I was there. I actually am one of the reasons that she has on the truck right now.
Well, thank you, buddy.
I went up to the door of the guy who had that on the curb, and I knocked on the door, and I got that guy to help us load it into the back of the truck.
Yeah. So Kane is about to try his hand at weed eating for the first time. He's going to go around the front part of this pond right here and chop all that grass down. Aaron's going to experiment with wood chips in the fire pit. I'm kind of curious about that myself.
There is so much going on right now. Kane over here doing his first little weed eat. Doing a good job, buddy. Aaron still trying to start a fire. How's your fire going?
It's too small to burn.
Ah, I see. So not much luck with the fire?
Yeah.
And then Adam over here chipping away at the wood. And Petra running around looking for somebody to play with her. And as for me, I am working the grill. These are just some hot dogs and hamburgers that we had last night.
There's fire now.
He did it.
You can't see it, but it's burning. I was about to say, you know what I want on mine.
Mustard. And then your dad just wants relish. How can you do it?
Here we go.
Oh,
I want to get on it and slide down.
Do it. Hey, that kind of worked.
yeah.
Well, we had to do it the old-fashioned way. Also, I'm noticing there is a lot of these in here.
Thorns and everything. Huh?
Yeah. So, don't come down here barefoot.
Note taken.
Why would I ever do that?
Uh-oh, it was my trash.
All right.
Reiki time.
All right, check it out, everybody. This is the finished product. Well, not finished for today. There's still some stuff we want to do out here, but this is pretty nice so far. And the best part about it is it was pretty much all free. This grill was free. These parking deals that we're using for stairs was already on the property. I guess this wasn't so much free, but this is something that we took from our old house and brought here and kind of repurposed it. And we already had the old picnic table. I think we still want to do some more down here. We got to add some lighting. We cut the poison ivy vines today, so when those die, we'll get them pulled down. Got to do some tree trimming. I think we're going to hang some lights up out here eventually. Maybe do a little more in the way of outdoor kitchen cooking stuff, because that's pretty fun. It's one of our favorite places to come down and just have dinner. What do you think about it?
I love it. It really came together out here, especially with the grill, the table, the whole entire setup. This I definitely love. Can't wait to get more down. Petra is totally pooped right now. She got to run everywhere. But yeah, it's an absolute awesome setup. It's going to be a blast.
Is there anything else that you want to add down here? Anything else you think?
I don't know, like as of right now, maybe some more kind of loungy kind of stuff, maybe another table down on the ground part once more of the mulch is in, but I don't know because I like how it is.
One of the things that I want to do for sure is like a 4x4 small shed building that we can move with a tractor. That way we can keep stuff in it like fishing poles and charcoal and things like that, and just have it down here as a place to keep some stuff out of the weather. What's up?
Tiki torches.
All right, you guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. We sure did. Pretty happy with the outcome, and we're looking forward to sharing the next project with you. We love you, and we'll catch you on the next video.